It's the Juicery podcast show. Hey yo guys, what's up? So today we'll be gonna be joining this Juicery podcast show. Weekly we are reviewing movies, games, and other stuff. So for this week, we are focusing our efforts and doing some review on Godzilla vs. Kong. This movie got a theatrical release last March 24 and 25. It also got an HBO Max release. That's where we view this film. So join us and hope you enjoy the podcast. Good day. Hey yo guys, what's up? Welcome everyone. How are you today? Are you doing good at this pandemic? We are still having that ongoing problem at hand worldwide. But the good news is a lot of folks are going back to see some theatrical releases. So some movies are now shown in theaters in some countries that have controlled their uh, pandemic responses, and part of that is Godzilla versus Kong. It was shown in theaters last week ago and at HBO Max. So that's the topic that we're going to be discussing today. And joining me once again in the podcast are two of my colleagues. So we got Bench and Joms CP. Say hello, guys.
Hello, back.
Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hello, my name's Joms P. Welcome again.
Yeah, for
What's
another
up?
pro bono.
Yes, another pro bono. We still haven't
You're
discussed
still a
the
guest,
terms.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, as usual, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So anything new from you guys? Anything to plug?
Oh, yeah.
None. So
Well, we want to take it first. Bench.
I don't have anything to plug.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, try to check out my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/jomzy_p. I hope you guys check it out. So yeah,
yeah, well then definitely share the link
sure.
for you guys to check it out.
Yep.
Okay, we're going straight at it. Godzilla versus Kong. So we'll start with the introduction of the movie. So this movie is a joint venture of Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures, along with some 6 more film outfits that help uh, push the film. It has a budget of around 200 million, and it started hitting theaters in America, and it got 72 million on its second week right now. So it's way up there, the blockbuster for this fall. So any critic bombs that are being thrown at this Warner Brothers from the Snyder fans is still out there. The Metacritic score for Godzilla and Kong is just around 59%. So any reaction to this,
Well,
Snyder fans?
well, it was probably a wrong time to show the movie, especially after Zack Snyder released the Snyder Cut. You know, of course, a lot of people would be really pissed off with the Warner Brothers with regards to the direction that they took with that particular movie. So we can't blame the fans. You know, it's internet, it's free internet. So uh but yeah, I don't think the movie deserved it because it was okay in its own right, and people need to put into place where they should share their
Let's
opinions.
say this for a moment. What do you mean they were critic or like review bomb? Were they given like no?
Yes, very low scores coming from
Yeah.
Metacritic.
Yeah, they were being trolled. They were being trolled by Snyder fans.
It doesn't reflect the real reaction from the people who've seen it. They praise the movie, but the rankings and the votes, the stars are all down for this film.
From our last discussion, or like us
Mhm.
last podcast that we had, you two are like really big Snyder fans. Are you part of those trolls as well?
I cannot confirm nor deny. But no. Seriously,
Let's not
no.
agree.
Yes, let's not continue on that. But no, yeah.
But that's weird. Like this is a good movie in a sense that
Mm.
following up on the Snyder's Cut. It's not even a movie if you can call it a movie in a sense. It's a 4 hour
It's like a
visionary
project.
film,
Yeah.
but it's not a movie in the most typical sense. So I don't get it. I didn't even follow the news for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They want to
weird
bring
know.
back the Snyderverse. That's the voice that they want to show.
Yeah, and yeah, I feel bad about this movie Godzilla versus Kong because it got the backlash, you know. It hit because of that. So,
But it's still doing good in terms of
Yeah, being a blockbuster.
revenue.
Yes, revenue is doing good.
One,
It's on its way.
Mhm.
You know,
yeah. Yeah, it's
even
befitting
with the theaters closed.
yeah, it's befitting a summer blockbuster. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait to go back to the movies.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Yes,
in our
yes.
country, I think it's gonna be 2022 or 2023.
I have no
So
idea.
in Singapore, they already shown this in theaters as well.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. I saw some cam rips. You know, I've reviewed some cam rips and I saw some that they were the movie was getting shot at some Asian countries. I think it was Thailand or Indonesia, I don't know. But yeah, there are a lot of countries that are already showing this on the theaters.
Still here with us, we don't have it. So the director Adam Wingard, he has some cool films on his record. I think he directed Death Note. That's the one that
Was this the
got
one
a
on
lot.
Netflix?
Yes, the one in it, the live
The
action
bad
one.
one.
Yeah, the bad one. I would probably agree with you on that bench. And well, Blair Witch,
Yeah, Blair Witch.
the new
That's
Blair Witch
mostly
project.
more on horror.
Yeah, I wasn't
I've
able to
seen that.
watch the Blair Witch, the new one. Probably some unknown movies. We got 24 exposures. We got She Dies Tomorrow. We got Have Fun While we were What Fun We Were Having. The Zone. Uh, Not really that mainstream or popular. Yeah.
Yeah, but he did this one justice. Like,
Yeah.
was he part of the previous movies?
No,
No.
this
By the
is
way,
his first. This is his first direction from the
Mhm.
MonsterVerse.
Oh, okay. Anyway, just to
One
let you know,
thing, yeah.
I haven't seen the other movies in MonsterVerse. So the only Godzilla movie that I have seen recently is the Shin Godzilla one, which is the best one.
Mhm.
And then the King Kong from way back with Jack Black. So I don't really have any.
That was a long
I
time
haven't
ago.
seen this.
Was that
Yes.
Skull Island?
Yeah. No, before.
Oh,
Skull
Kong.
Island.
Kong.
The one with Naomi Watts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Naomi Watts. So that was the first one, and then the second one was Skull Island with what do you call this?
Brie Larson.
Yeah, Brie
and
Larson,
Yeah, Brie Larson.
Tom Hiddleston,
Samuel L.
and
Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Nick Fury.
Yeah, we got Nick Fury, Loki, and Captain Marvel.
Do you guys know why he's no longer like called King Kong? It's just Kong now, starting Skull Island.
Why? Why?
I don't know. I'm asking.
It's
I
not the
don't have
king.
idea.
It's not the king anymore.
Yeah, no, because they were referring to the king as like the alpha titan, you know. The king was originally in this universe, it was reserved for Ghidorah, so he was referred to as
Oh,
King Ghidorah.
that's
Okay.
why.
Hmm.
It's
Okay,
no
before we
longer.
jump straight on to our discussion, we just gonna give a warning to our listeners or maybe our viewers that we're gonna be spitting out spoilers all the entirety of this podcast. So
Spoil, spoil, spoil.
be warned. Be warned.
Yes.
Yep.
So let's start with the direction and the entirety of the film. Your reaction, guys. Uh, anything
Let's go
that you'd
first.
like to
Okay,
go first? Yeah.
not for anything else. Let me start. Sorry, let me start. Not for anything else. The humans or the actors and actresses in the movie were just there to set up the fight itself. Okay, I mean, you paid or you watched the movie to see these humongous, awesome titans fight, not drama from humans. Okay, so
Well, you don't want to know what happens to Millie Bobby Brown. Millie, that her name?
well, yeah, maybe. But the thing is, her storyline or her arc in the movie was kind of, I don't know. It felt so insignificant. You know,
Yeah.
all the things that they've done, in all the things that they've done, the only contribution that they've done, about her, what's the name of the guy, the other guy, and the one on the radio? I
Yeah.
forget.
See,
Um,
we even forget
Russell
their name.
from
Forgettable
Russell
character.
from
Yeah,
Deadpool.
yeah, that's how forgettable they were. I mean, Madison. Uh, who else? Yeah,
Yeah, they call the fat kid tap water. I think.
yeah. Josh. Yeah, I think it's Josh, and then Bernie. Yeah, Josh and Bernie. Yeah,
Bernie
You
with
mean
the
the three guys, the three.
Bernie with the past.
Yeah, the one who went to one of the Apex Cybernetics base, and then went to Hong Kong, and then they saw the fight and something like that. The only contribution they did was to help shut down a little bit of Mecha Godzilla. That was the only if you noticed, they traveled all the way, did so much adventure and all their journeys. The only thing they did in the end was help,
I
disable
wanted to know what
Mechagodzilla a
happened
bit.
to that Bernie's. What's his mission again? His mission is to show the evil corporations bad ways, right? I
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
I can't even make this joke. I forgot. I forgot what his name was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the premise
Walter
is
Simmons. Walter Simmons, the bad guy.
the corporation guy.
Yeah.
So forgettable. Like you don't even need them there. And you're correct. They are just there to move the plot and then make the two stars of this film see each other and fight. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think Millie Bibi's story was already ended in the last film, so you don't really have to see more of her. But it's just to show her there.
Yeah. It might be a good thing that, she might be there for a little bit of encouragement or something, a little bit more with relation to Godzilla. But they were doing something not totally related to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Someone that's
probably
a
because,
connective
yeah,
from the previous movies.
yeah. Oh, thank you for bringing that out. What I pictured or the thought that I had in my head is like everything they had in the previous movies. Okay, Skull Island, Godzilla, King of Monsters, everything that they had, they just in this movie they just rode it out of the ocean.
Yeah, that's the complaints are coming in. The technology in this movie just jumped 25 to 30 years
Exactly.
straight up. Yeah,
Yeah. And
from the last movie.
And what happened to the other Titans? What happened to Behemoth? What happened to the Muto Prime? What happened to Rodan? I mean, all the other Titans. Were they
happened
able
to
to?
the Mutos.
Yeah, the Mutos. Were they able to contain it? Were the humans able to contain them? I don't think so. I mean, they just set
I
it
know
up.
that one. I know Mutos. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I don't have any idea from the past two films already, right? There's two or three movies including the Kong Skull Island. But to your point, you don't really need the people's story here. You just want them there to keep the story going and then have a reason for them to fight, especially on the that one with the battleships. So that's
True.
I think that's an homage to Evangelion. Like the first
Oh
time you saw
yeah,
Eva Unit
yeah.
Nice.
Eva
Unit
Unit 02.
02. Yeah, it was actually a good homage. I never realized it, but yeah, now that you mentioned it, it is a good homage. Um, and I also was just a little bit disappointed that they didn't bring back the old characters. I mean, where was Zhang Ziyi's character? Right?
Was she there?
It's nowhere to be found. The
Exactly.
guy in the Game of Thrones, the father of Cersei, he was there before.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
He
Charles
died.
Dance.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one
Did he
who got
die?
the skull from the of Ghidorah.
Yeah, he got it at the end of that movie.
Yeah,
He
where
took
was
the
that?
skull from.
So
He was
did
replaced by this
to evil
new
Elon
guy,
Musk.
Mhm.
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
got
sold
it.
it to evil Elon Musk, and then they made an Evangelion for it, and then they made Mechagodzilla.
Which
He
reminds
didn't.
me,
He
how
didn't
did
even say that. Go
yeah,
Yeah.
get to the chair.
one
Something like
loophole,
that.
yeah. How did Josh? I mean, if you could rewind, right? How did Josh know the name Mechagodzilla? Right? I
Because
mean,
Bernie started saying that, oh no, a robot Godzilla. He
yeah,
said no.
Because he's a
it's
nerd. He
it's
knows his cinema.
Mechagodzilla. How did he find out? What?
Because he's like the story for him is, or the character for him is, he's a nerd and he
Yeah.
knows
Was there a was
experimental.
in their universe? Was there a Godzilla movie series or like a series of movies in Japan that time for them to coin the term Mechagodzilla? You know,
The word mecha is something from the Japanese culture that
yeah,
just means robot. So
robot.
he's a nerd.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not
Probably.
that hard to
Mechagodzilla.
connect.
I don't know. I
But
think.
yeah, we're already at the end, but let's keep at it. Let's go back to the beginning where you were mentioning the characters.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I did like the King Kong characters, the human characters version, the nature conversion girl,
Yeah.
the one that helped King Kong.
Yeah, I was actually trying to
She's
refer her
she's
as. I was actually trying to refer her as Maya Hansen, which is her character in Iron Man 3. But yeah, it's Rebecca Hall.
and there was this cool chick that's the daughter of the evil guy
Hmm.
who
I'm
joined it.
so happy
Yeah.
that she died.
Maya Hansen, Maya Simmons, Maya Simmons. Yeah, she was such a
I'm
pushover.
here to be a bitch.
Yeah,
Can I curse? Sorry.
Yes,
yeah,
of course.
So yeah, she was just there to be
I hated
person,
on. Right.
the eye for his father, but doesn't really add anything to the character dynamic. And you will see that they killed her really easily. Like Kong just squished her along
yeah.
with the special vehicle that they were using for Hollow Earth.
Mhm.
The heave,
That
the
they
The
used.
heave.
special tech that they got. So how did they get the energy from the Hollow Earth back up to Mechagodzilla? I didn't see any cables or anything, and her
They
spaceship was
just
destroyed.
they were trying to download the algorithm. I mean the energy signature.
Just
It wasn't
and
it,
then
it
replicate.
wasn't the power source itself. It was a way to decipher the signature that was in Ghidorah's what do you call this? Skull, I think.
While we're on Ghidorah, like, how does that work? that's only a skull. There's no biological material there.
I have no
And you're
idea. I have to
getting
watch the movie
incidents.
again.
And because they claim that Ghidorah is using psychic
Psychic
powers to control
quips.
3 heads. Yes, so
Hmm.
that's why there's a
Psychic comes from bones?
remnant of those powers
Does it
from the
work that
bones.
way? Anyway, the earth is hollow there, so I guess you can do the mental gymnastics, but
Hmm.
it's weird how they came up with that premise. It
Oh,
could have been better just to have the heart of Eudora or something, the
Yeah.
oh.
brain.
By the way, fun fact, guys. Did you know that the axe that King Kong was using was a dorsal plate of another Godzilla?
Yes, we know. Sorry to
Did
break
you
it
get?
up.
We
What?
already know
Yes,
that.
we
Oh, you
already
guys
know.
didn't know that? You guys knew that already? I just found out now. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
Because,
it was
because
placed.
that's how it was reacting to Godzilla's nuclear blast.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's
So
typically
maybe later,
indestructible. Yeah.
yeah, maybe later we can discuss how taking that scene was where they
Gotcha.
help each other. But yeah, going back to the middle of the movie, so our ragtag team of um, conspiracy theorist and a survivor from the previous Godzilla movie, and we have Russell from the Deadpool.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then we have the conservator for of guardian of King Kong, or Kong. We no longer call him King Kong, and a survivor from the tribe in Skulls
Yeah.
from Skull
The girl
Island.
who
Skull
can't
Island.
speak. Yeah, the girl who
Yeah,
can't speak.
Yeah.
real sign language. So this is connected to this Snyder's cat in some way.
What?
Anyway,
Hmm.
but I think the fight scenes, removing all of the human story there,
Mhm.
and just go for the fight scenes. This is well worth the time you will be spending watching it. Um, so just that there's the first round in the battleship fight.
Battleships. Yeah.
Hmm.
Kong had to pretend he's defeated, so they can find him.
Yeah,
And then
but
after
he's
that,
he's
he was airlifted.
half sedated, so I don't think he's at full strength at the time,
Yeah.
and he's
Oh,
Yeah.
at
He's
a
yeah.
disadvantage.
He was sedated that time.
he's pulling his punches.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He's pulling his punches.
He's also at a disadvantage at sea because it's Godzilla's domain.
Hmm.
It's a reptile. I mean, amphibian. I think.
Yeah.
But like, come to think of it, like, they have to move this huge gorilla into another location, and the first thing that you will think about, or like the first plan of action you'll do, is get 50 plus battleships, probably costing you around trillions of dollars. And then just one hit from Godzilla, that fleet of battleship got wrecked. Then you could have just airlifted Godzilla out to the North Pole. Was it? Was it North Pole?
No. It's the South Pole.
North Pole. Okay, I
No.
didn't see any
So,
penguins. But yeah, so it's kind of weird that the first thing that they thought to do is just spend all our battleships to send this guy his destination. The Congress, okay, that like, is that okay? Uh, but yeah, it's weird, or like it's very, if you're going to watch this and then don't really shut your brain up and then just be really critical of every scene that you will see, you will not enjoy it. But if you have this mindset that I'm going to watch this to see two titans battle it out, you're going to have a great time.
Exactly. I mean, if you overthink every scene, that you're not gonna enjoy it. But
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. You're just gonna pay your you're just gonna watch two titans duke it out, not thinking about anything else. Yeah,
and plus one. Yeah, and one mecha. Right?
yeah.
Yeah. So can we go to that part now?
Oh,
That really
I just want to add on the human aspect. It was just a bit weird that the human party that's on Kong's side, they just set it up right now in this movie. I think it would be a lot better, and it would provide more context if uh the characters had something to do with previous characters from the movies. Don't you guys think?
I
Yeah,
don't know. I didn't see the last
just
movie.
to
I mean, something
give a
like
cohesive
probably
story.
relatives, or like I don't know, people who were connected to the characters in Skull
Mm,
Island.
They
yeah.
never even mentioned the guy that with Godzilla before, the scientist, the Japanese one. That's his
Then,
kid. That's
did
his
he die?
son that was controlling
Oh,
the
what
bones.
was that? Was
Yes.
really that was his
Yeah,
son?
that
He
was his
didn't
son. It's
know
not even
this.
brought up in the film.
That oh yeah, I
Yeah.
just want Shun Oguri. Yes, Shun Oguri. Legendary, awesome Japanese actor.
Yes. So that was supposed to be his son, but it's not really said in the film. You could just read about it from the reviews.
Oh yeah. He didn't they didn't even build that up, you know.
It's just some random Japanese guy doing some
Yeah.
controlling stuff, and then he died. I think he got overloaded with the psychic powers. Blew his
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, and then blew up after Mechagodzilla went berserk.
So
That
before
could
we
like
jump to
be
the
a
monster fight bench, I would just like to say,
okay.
where are the security guards at the Apex Center? So just a couple bunch of kids, one podcaster goes through the entire facility, even to the point that they're in the training room of Mechagodzilla, and there's still no security guards everywhere.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, there's a lot in the human aspect. There are a lot of loopholes. I mean, they were just there to set up the fight, you know, and give more context to the human side of the movie. But aside from that, the director probably didn't think much about how they're gonna set up,
Mhm.
and add context to it. Uh,
Yeah.
it's actually hard to
Create a story that it would include them.
yeah, exactly. That my thoughts exactly. I mean, if the movie is about two titans duking it out, it's really hard to set up the human part.
It's going to be another Pacific Rim if they do that.
Ah, yeah,
Just,
yeah.
there's a
Exactly.
slight or like slight similarities that you can see in it. But they especially on the side where they were in, was it Hong Kong or Singapore?
Hong
Mhm.
Kong.
Hong Kong. That they use a lot of neon there that I thought was I was watching. There's so much neon lights that it looked like Tron for a moment. And then I was scared that they're going to continue the fight with like a very low visibility. Because they always do that. If
Yes.
there's a monster at the screen, it's going to be rainy. It's going to be night. There's low visibility. You can't really see them fight. But the way they did it is in the morning, or like it's very
Yeah.
it's
Full
it's
of neon lights.
Yeah.
it's I think it's dusk. So that's why it's you can really clearly see the movie or the fight going.
Yeah, it's a bit of an homage to
Not like a
Pacific
Cloverfield.
Rim. I mean the fight of Gypsy Danger and Leatherback.
Mhm.
Oh no, no, no. Was it
I didn't catch.
Leatherback or the flying kaiju? You know, that was what's amazing. So I think they try to follow on that footsteps on the Titan fight during the night. It added to the
So
more effect. It
the
added more to the
movie
effect.
has three writers. Two of these writers wrote for the Pacific Rim films. So that's why
Oh yeah,
they
that's
have
yeah.
those effects.
Hmm.
Oh, but like, the connection is like just visual, slight visuals. So not really that much. And then this is a legendary film as well. So we're
Legendary
under the
film.
same picture or production.
So
Okay.
Godzilla uses his atomic breath, hits King Kong at the back, and then he fell off a few buildings away. and Godzilla spit out a beautiful laugh.
Evil laugh.
The evil laugh. That's the clip that I shared. So I've never heard Godzilla laugh before. So I was it was really odd.
Yeah, I
Is
had
there
to
a sound?
replay
I
that.
think
Yeah, there was a
it's
sound.
just him smiling.
No. There was a sound. There was a sound. I rewatched it again and I turned up the volume and I could hear him laughing, and I was like, "What the fuck?" He was laughing, evil laugh. I mean, like, I don't want to copy it, but you can definitely hear the the laugh.
Godzilla has
Yeah.
It's in
personality.
YouTube
Yes.
actually. The clip that clip.
I have
So
to
round two
see that
goes to
again.
Godzilla again. So round one it was Godzilla. Round two to him. But King Kong put up a good fight. He uses the axe to his advantage to stop that atomic breath for a while. So some cool shots there. Just homage as well to Avengers Endgame.
Mm.
Do you have
Which
that
one?
feeling? Same feeling.
Wait, what scene? What scene? Sorry.
Scene are we talking about?
When Kong was jumping and using the axe and it's absorbing the Godzilla's atomic breath. It's like
Ah.
it's. I remember in Endgame when
Oh,
it was Thor trying to aim for the head. And
Oh
it
yeah. Oh yeah.
ends.
Yeah, well, it's a staple on some awesome fight movies, but yeah, they kind of did it a bit similar to that. Uh, with regards to the fight, I mean, I don't mind with what happened with the outcome. I mean, during the first movie, if you guys let's do a history check. In the 1962 movie of King Kong versus Godzilla, it was released in 1962 in Japan. King Kong originally won.
Yeah, came out.
how did he win?
I have to
Is this the one
rewatch it again.
that he puts the trees in the mouth of a
His
Godzilla,
mouth.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how can an atomic lizard reptile lose to giant gorilla? Like, there's no way he can win. But it's still a cool fight. So it's the fight scene or the fight choreography is well thought, I would say. um, I wouldn't really see that someone has an upper hand or someone is losing midway, but it blended really well. Like the body types are not um humanly, so you would see some moves that would be different if it's was it mocap or this is just full
Yeah.
digital. But yeah, that it works. It's not natural. The movements are not natural. Um, a person in a suit, which like the previous movies, like the old ones, do put
Yeah,
someone in a suit.
Mhm. Oh yeah, so
So
there you go. I just got back. I tried to check my resource. Yes, my
What do you
resource.
mean?
Uh, they were actually fighting on top of Mount Fuji, and then they dropped over the cliff, into the Pacific Ocean. After that, after an underwater battle, only King Kong or Kong
emerges.
made it out. There was no sign. We could probably say it was a draw. I don't know, but in the movie, they didn't see any sign of Godzilla afterward. Okay, afterward, so they declared Kong as the winner. But there were other there were like popular myths that are saying that there's another alternate ending for that movie, stating that Godzilla emerges as the winner. So
So this is like the Boba Fett reshoot.
yeah, it's probably like the Snyder cut, or yeah, the no, not the Boba Fett. It's like the Han Solo who shot first.
Like Boba Fett going out of the Sarlacc pit. So
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah,
die.
yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't die.
exactly.
He lives.
So
That's not canon.
yeah, it's not canon. So yeah, King Kong won their first fight years back, and probably they made it like probably a tribute to Godzilla for having him win this fight this time around.
He can get the W. This whole movie is about just setting the character for Kong. Like you get the origin, and then like you get his day looks like.
Hmm.
He wakes up, gets a tree, removes the branches, and then throws it in the what do you call it? Truman Show bubble. So
Yeah.
it's a proper setup for Godzilla, but yeah, he can take the L there. It was basically his movie in the first half. Just here to watch him lose.
Kong. You're
Yeah,
referring to Kong. Yeah, yeah. They're basically setting it up as I see it. They're basically setting it up as Kong being the protagonist, and then Godzilla as the anti-hero.
yeah. Well, Godzilla's never the hero. It's always
He's
like
always the anti-hero. Well, yeah, he's like the
yeah. It's always the hero.
even in a King of the Monsters, right? Even
No,
King
no,
of
no.
the,
He's a natural disaster. He's a natural
Yeah.
yeah,
disaster.
yeah.
that
You can
will
never
happen.
you can never call it a protagonist or not. So yeah, well, the antagonist here is the Mecha Godzilla and the Apex cybernetics thingamajig. So, uh,
Evil Tesla.
yeah, Godzilla was actually just throwing a temper tantrum because he was detecting Ghidorah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
I think that was the whole point. That's why he's looking out for Ghidorah, and then he's sensing it from an apex facility,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're using that as a motivation to build Mechagodzilla,
Mm-hmm.
and they're already corrupted.
Oh yeah, yeah. One conundrum that I have, one thing that I'm worried, curious about. Why did Godzilla go after Kong when Godzilla was really after the Mecha Godzilla facility? That's one of the things
I,
that.
I
So
think
there,
they have this earlier. They established that there can only be one king of the Titans. So
Oh,
Godzilla was looking for the most powerful one and gonna beat him up and gonna show everyone all of those monsters that he's the
yeah,
king.
yeah. Mm. That's just there's a short explanation where the lady scientist was mentioning that I picked this route because this is less likely where Godzilla would be roaming around. He still sensed Kong around that area.
oh, okay.
He smelled it somewhere somehow.
So I think Godzilla went to the Apex facility in Hong Kong because he sensed that the Mecha Godzilla
Yeah, got
power sword.
activated.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay. So they were still going for the King of the Monsters thingamajig. Hence
Yeah.
he was still looking for King Kong
And
previously.
then that's where they started fighting. There's a very convenient hole in the ground that connects Kong to Hong Kong.
Yeah, I
Like
mean
he
courtesy of
didn't.
Godzilla. I mean wow.
Uh,
I was kind of surprised no magma or other stuff went
Dude,
out.
Hollow Earth theory. This is so
Although
basically what the universe they are in is very different from us.
Yeah.
The crust is really thin, and then you can just shoot your nuclear blast and then go to Hong Kong for a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so we
Yeah,
obviously know who won at the end of the day. It's the two titans who won, and they paid respect to each other when Godzilla walked away.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
He's like, "You got this, bro. You got the land.
And they
You
shake
got
hands.
that area. I'm
They
going to
shook
then
hands.
underwater."
Yeah, they actually
And
just acknowledge each other. So what does that mean? I mean,
Mhm.
you got this, bro. You're the king, something like that. I don't
No,
know.
Kong is now the king of Hollow Earth. So because there's still like kaiju
Yeah,
size beings there. Kong is
there's
now
others, right?
the titan of or the king of Hollow Earth. And then Godzilla is the king of Earth now, out like on top Earth. So Godzilla is top, and
Oh, Godzilla's
Kong is
top,
bottom.
Kong is bottom. That's a good way of saying it.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's a good way of seeing it. I mean, Godzilla did acknowledge that there was a hollow Earth. He detected what do you call this,
He
Kong
knew.
underneath. So probably they were telepathically talking to each other, or
Oh,
they just understood.
he detected that the axe you meant the axe that was with the dorsal fin. He activated the like the throne room.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
That's how Godzilla detected that energy surge somewhere in the
So
mirror.
he's a little bit of a psychic himself. He has this telepathy powers.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
don't know. I just want to see them fight. But
mm-hmm,
yeah, that made them meet at the top of the
mm-hmm.
this is hard to explain. Like that made them see each other and then start the fight. So that's the second round where Kong got demolished. He broke his or dislocated his shoulder and then almost called it a day. He's almost dying.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saved by one of the
The heave.
Hollow Earth vehicles.
Yeah.
I will not call it that name. It's weird.
Why? It's heave.
Well, the premise was, oh, my brother, he went to the Hollow Earth, but he died because of the sudden surge in gravity. Okay, so use this vehicle. It will not crush you. Okay, that's it. It's again, where if you go to the specifics, it will not really make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you just stick with the fight scenes,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good movie.
They're setting up for another continuation of the
Yeah.
MonsterVerse. I
Oh,
think
I hope so.
The
I
they
next,
hope
will
so.
they will be adding new monsters.
the
Mm.
next
Who
contender.
else? Yeah, who else is not yet featured in the movies? Do you have any idea?
Well,
The next
Monster,
they
possibly.
already brought out
Godzilla.
Scylla. They already brought in Scylla. They already brought in Rodan
Mothra.
and Mothra, Behemoth. Probably a few more, like what do you call this? Godzilla Junior. I'm not sure if they're going to show it.
What's
The
he has a
alligator.
proper
They also have
name.
the alligator.
Yeah, I kind of forgot what his
Minila? Was it Minila? Minila. Mini
mm,
Godzilla. Minira.
probably, yeah.
Godzilla Jr. Let's just call him Godzilla Jr.
Godzilla Junior.
Yeah.
So your final thoughts, guys, on this movie, and is it a recommended for you? And your score, once again, it's 1 to 5. One is scored as the lowest, and 5 is the highest. We can start with you, Bench.
Okay, so what I think about this movie, so it's great. It's a good movie about two monsters fighting. It's better than the last Pacific Rim. So go see it. I would rate this out of 5 dorsal fins. I would rate this
Mhm.
4, 4.5 Godzilla dorsal fins because it meet the expectation. The fight happened. You can dismiss the human story. You don't have to even notice what they're doing. They're just there. And then when you go to the fight scenes, there's three main fights here,
Mhm.
and they are all superb. So
Hmm.
this is a 4 out of 5 for me.
Okay, thank you, Joms.
Well, for me, let's see. If you are a kaiju fan and you just want to watch two titans fight, this is the movie for you. I mean, the visuals, the fight sequence, it was amazing. Okay, but if you want to watch human interaction and you know how humans connect or have context to the story of the movie, uh it's a little bit down the drain. Okay. uh if if I could score this one, it's going to be the fight sequence is probably a 10 over 10, but The visuals, I mean, the visuals and the fight sequence, it's a 10 out of 10. But the human aspect is a bit like negative 3.5. So I'm going to make this a 7.5. Okay.
Out of 5? It's out of 5.
No, out of
Or
10.
five?
Out of 10.
Okay. For you,
Yeah.
it's out of 10.
Yeah. So it's a 7.5 out of 10. So if there was no human interaction, I mean, the human circus or, going around in the different storylines just to have them fight, the humans were just there to set them up. But without that, if it's just right smack when you start the movie, Titan fight, 10 out of 10. Yeah. I'm actually kind of sad that we didn't see Godzilla drop kick King Kong. So
So
yeah.
for me, the suspension of belief for some viewers may not be pleasant to them, as a lot of weird things and a lot of what Bench said earlier, gymnastics on your mind just to believe the things that's gonna happen. But hey, it's monster versus monsters, so I'm very happy for the fight scenes. It happened on the day, a very sunny day. It happened on a neon lighted environment, and it happened at the break of dawn. So you can see the monster fight and the angle. So Adam Wingard is really cool director. I'm liking his style. The write ups for the human interactions, the human side, the story. We need that too. At least 30% of the film should be focused on the humans, not just to set it up to add a backstory, like what the previous monsters.
No, you don't need them.
You don't need
The
them.
previous.
It's a kaiju movie.
I like Samuel. I like Samuel L. Jackson on the Skull Island film. I like Samuel L. Jackson. I
Well,
like
that's a
the
different movie.
guy
I mean,
that's gone crazy.
this is a versus movie. I mean, if it's a
A versus
versus movie,
movie.
you just gotta put two titans in one like crater or something and like duke it out like a battle royale stuff.
Yeah. So I'm giving it a 3.6 out of 5. Guys.
Gotcha.
Well,
I'm still
3.6,
waiting.
that's so
Yeah,
weird.
I'm still looking forward to Godzilla drop kicking King Kong.
Oh, it's now in Hollow Earth. There's no gravity there.
Oh yeah.
It happened before, right? In the 1962 film
Yes.
where
Yes.
yeah.
And doing King Kong doing some freaking somersaults, you know. And well, it was a little bit seen during the movie, but in the 1962 movie, he was agile as shit, man. Yeah, you guys should watch it. The King Kong
Hey, I've
versus
watched it. I've
Godzilla
watched it
fight.
before, but I way back in the past. So with that said, guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for your insight and thoughts and your scores for the film. So it's a good watch if you're a MonsterVerse fan, and a little bit cringy for the if you like a full blown story. But yeah, it's a blockbuster even before summer. So go watch Godzilla and Kong. Thank you, Bench and Joms. Any last words from you guys before we sign off?
Thank you for listening. Go drink some water.
Mhm. Guys, stay safe. Thank you so much. Drink your vitamins. Stay safe. And I'm wishing for Jaegers for the next kaiju movie.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, you
Versus
guys. Yeah.
Gojira.
Gojira, yes. Yes.
Bye.
Yeah, support us. We'll see you again soon.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye.